Crow Politics. Written, narrated, and produced by Kathleen Queen. A shiny black crow sat on a low branch of a tree overlooking a cottage in the forest as he expounded upon the virtues of the human in question to his wife, who sat beside him. She has been good to the trees and flowers, the other animals, and to us. She has given us a wealth of delightful vegetable scraps, rice with many exotic flavors and tidbits mixed into it, several types of bread I had previously not even known existed, and fruits I have never tasted before but fervently wish I would be able to taste again. Not to mention that extraordinary substance she calls kibbles, that the greedy cats, foxes, and squirrels try to gobble down before we can even get to it. We have never gone short of food since she moved into that giant square nest with the false water pools on the sides. As for those, I have personally whacked into them a time or two, and let me tell you, it is painful as well as humiliating, but we can't blame her for that. Yes, husband, I know that. She is a good forest human, better than any I have ever seen. She has never hurt any of us or damaged anything in our territory. She presents us with the best food I have ever tasted, but we do have our priorities, his wife replied, and then began pecking at some small black beetles trundling along the branch. She was partial to beetles. Well, we should at least ask the others what they think, he replied, as she went about her afternoon snacking. We can't just go around doing whatever we want. What if they get angry? I am getting too old to fight those young crows. They are rude and aggressive, and I just don't want the hassle. She went on pecking, ignoring him. He knew she would ignore him until he agreed with her, and he was used to this tactic. Still, he hesitated, worried about the politics of the thing. His wife settled back on the branch beside him, looking down at the yard. Remember that time she put that fantastic stew on the grass with 10 different vegetables, spices, and rice, and there was so much of it I thought I would burst that time. She really is a great cook. I'll give her that, she said. They sat there together, the wife reminiscing, the husband fretting. Why don't I go and ask the leader what he thinks? I'll come right back, he ventured. His wife looked at him scornfully with her beady black eyes, shaking her glossy head at him. You know what will happen if you do that. Everyone will try to hog our treasure and get in on our good luck. I have been very careful not to blab around to anyone about this yard for that very reason. You tell one crow, the whole damn flock will want a piece of the action. She fluttered her wings crossly. Especially that fat bitch, Gloria. She'll try to fly here so fast, she'll probably hit a tree. And forget about sharing. She will just go nuts and try to have it all. I wish a cat would get her. I really do. I know what you mean, my dear, but there are protocols about this sort of thing. And when there is enough for everyone, we are supposed to notify the leader, not try to monopolize it for ourselves. You know that. Look what happened to Edmund that time he found the huge pile of apples and didn't share the information. He got caught and then it was all drama. Nobody would talk to him for months. This cottage woman really is the best human I've ever seen. I hate to disrespect her by acting like a criminal about the whole thing. He nibbled a few of the branch beetles to console himself. He hated fighting with the wife, but sometimes it was necessary to remind her of certain things. Husband, I love you, I really do. But there are ways to do things that you just don't think of sometimes, and I wish you would trust me to handle it. We won't get in trouble if they find out later. We will just enjoy some of the best stuff and then tell them afterwards, as if we just discovered it, all innocent-like. Nobody will know. We'll play dumb and act so excited to share the feast with them. We'll be heroes. Besides, once they get eating, they won't care. And yes, I too am full of gratitude and respect for the cottage woman, but she won't mind. She never does. She nuzzled him on the neck with her beak, just the way she knew he liked it. He pondered her concepts. It could work, and I do trust you, dear, but I am just such a chicken in my old age. I don't want to get banished like Leroy after he broke a serious rule, that's all. Crow leaders can be so harsh about the rule book. And I'm thinking of you too, my love. Who would you marry if I got the boot? Kevin? You hate Kevin. Nobody would love you as I do. And what if they kicked you out too? Winters are nasty in these woodlands, and we need the flock to survive. We are too old to go it alone. He nuzzled her neck right back, hoping to soften her up. He adored her, and they both knew he would cave in eventually. But he knew that she expected him to be the voice of reason. It was part of their matrimonial ballet. She was the bad girl, he was the good guy. It had worked well for them for years. In spite of his protests, he would do anything for her, and she knew it. They sat on the branch for a while, affectionately grooming each other and snacking on bugs. Finally, wife looked husband right in the eye and said, "Honey, let's just do it. This is our yard, we found it, and we should get the bounty. We don't owe the others a thing. Do you think they always tell us when they find good food? No, they do not. They would all do exactly the same thing if they had the chance. Let's enjoy our good luck and just do it, and then tell them we just found it when we go to collection time by the beach tonight. Do it for me." He sighed, looked at his beautiful, shiny black wife, nodded, and hopped down to the grass. She hopped down beside him, giggling with glee. He started on one of the staring eyes of the dead woman on the lawn, and she dove into the other with relish. They truly appreciated the forest woman. She was delicious.